Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
And I didn't even know if y'all could hear me or not. Clearly, y'all can't because I just turned the sound up. Lord, this is what happens when I go live while the sun is still up. Okay. welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We about to get it cracking in here. Oh, it's Labor Day weekend. Everybody out in the streets. The sun is out. Everybody barbecuing and stuff. We are off. We doing things. What is y'all doing? Are y'all having a good time? Okay, let me do this real quick. I gotta add this picture in here. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do it right now. Okay, what is on the agenda today? Okay, we have Ti. I had to throw him in here. Ti responded to King's arrest, and you will be surprised at what he said, or maybe you won't be. We also have Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish and the trouble that they are in. Are they canceled or no? We also have the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 reunion review, and I'll let y'all in on the little hot tea that I got. Okay. And last but certainly not least, we have Cardi B. Cardi B, that hot shit. We have Cardi B and Tasha K. Okay, Cardi B has officially filed to seize Tasha K's assets. Now, I told y'all she was running. She was on the run. She's on the run. She moved out of her house for a reason because she didn't want the sheriff to show up. Hello. Excuse me, we need to count. We need to count how many cell phones in here, how many cameras in here, how many beds, how many mattresses, how many pair of ugly shoes. We need to count. Okay. But anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, let me say hello to my people because I know I skipped a step, child, because I was trying to run on in here. But hey, White Sox is a new member. I see you, White Sox. Shout out to my members in the building. You see all these people in the green. Everyone in the green is a channel member. It is a difference between channel members and Patreons. Patreons get perks now. Patreons got the Discord. Patreon has a whole nother site, honey. Patreon get late night after dark. Sometimes I invite the members too now. But the membership, what I suggest y'all do, and I don't even know why I'm going here because I just take all y'all money. But what I suggest y'all do is just get the lowest membership, okay? And that will give you the emojis and everything. You can play in the live chat and then pay the $5 over there on Patreon and get everything else. So you'll be paying the $5, then you're paying the $2. That's $7. That's all you need. Or if you want to be generous, you can pay the $10 over there and you can get what you can get access to the old stuff. You can pay $15 over there, you get access to the old stuff and a free mug. Up there. And pay $25. Wait, 25 get access to the old stuff and a free mug. My bad. We don't have no 15. We got a 10 and 25. And then we got a 50. And if you pay the 50, you get a free t-shirt. But I don't have a t-shirt on today. It's you get the ATLien t-shirt, a Black Vlogs Matters t-shirt, or I Digress t-shirt. I just be picking it. And you gotta give me your size though. When you sign up at the $50 tier, you gotta give me your size and your mailing address because I can't just mail it anywhere. So let me know. So yes, so shout out to the Patreon squad as well as the YouTube members, and shout out to anybody who supports me because I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Whether you support me there, here, whether you support me by subscribing, okay, you don't have to pay nothing if you just subscribe. Subscribing is free, so I appreciate y'all subscribers too. Okay, and this is YouTube subscribers and members and Patreons and all of that. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Facebook. Facebook holding down over there. So while I'm over here struggling to get 100 on YouTube, I've been had 100 over on Facebook for years, honey. 130 somewhere around there. So shout out to Facebook. We are streaming simultaneously on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay, shout out to Miss ATLien Superstar Stan. Said, "What's up with this CP? Highly weird." Okay, what is up with these people, these predators? Okay, you was first on Facebook, DL. Shout out to DL. Look, and shout out to my mods who be like working hard. C Patterson, Princess AG, Jazzville. Y'all show them some love in the chat and don't be getting them mad because they will block you or mute you or put you on timeout or any of those things. And then y'all be mad at me talking about why I didn't even say nothing. What I did. What I do? I ain't even do nothing. Okay. But anyway, I'm digressing. Okay.
Now why am I in it?
And you could have did
Now
it.
see how I get wrong and
because you
stuff?
never
I ain't even did
apologized.
that.
I don't know what to start with. Let me go ahead and start with Ti and his son's arrest. King has a mug shot. Okay, y'all come on in, like this video, like this video, like this video. Okay, King has a mug shot. He is a youngster. He is a youngster, but he is a public figure as well. You know, he's been on TV. He's a rapper. He's all kind of things, but he's also a little crazy out in these streets. You know, a youngster with money, they don't be caring about nothing. He don't care about nothing. He be playing games with Lil Boosie's son, not the Lil Boosie, the rap, the blogger, Lil Boosie or Boosie Badass, the rapper. You know, they live in Atlanta now too, and they be playing with each other. They be, shooting each other with pellet guns. They be doing all kind of craziness. Well, he was recently arrested. We talked about it the other day. Look, got a little tattoo and everything, and everybody was like, "It's all T.I. and Tiny fault." They let that boy run wild. He was just cursing out people at the Waffle House. What they gonna do about him? What is they gonna do about King? He is a teenager. He's a little bit older than a teenager. How old is King now? He's like 17, 18, whatever the case. Y'all was trying to pull up his charges and stuff, and he's still a minor, but he's a public figure, so that's the only reason we got his mug shot. So shout out to Ti and Tiny. But look, if they didn't want his mugshot out there, you best believe it wouldn't be out there. So that being said, Ti hit the internet, honey. All y'all who been diving into Ti's DMs and up under his posts and everything, telling him he needs to do something about his child. Well, Ti heard you. Ti heard you loud and clear, and in hearing you loud and clear, he had something to say. Okay, so here he is. Hold on, let me put it up here. Let me find him. Okay, here he is. He was walking through, I guess he was walking through the airport, honey. And he posted this and he said, "God got it." Okay. In the middle of walking through the airport, he said, "God got it." He said, "I got me a few minutes. I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna share with my people." He is right here. So in this little 3-minute clip that we about to watch, Ti told y'all how he feels about his son now having a rap sheet. Okay, as you know, Ti has a lengthy rap sheet. Ti was out there. Ti was the king of Bankhead. Ti called himself Rubber Band Man. Ti got arrested on gun charges. Ti got out. Ti was on probation. Then he got in trouble for Tiny being in there and doing things up under the table allegedly. But then that was before they got married. But he was horny, and I'm digressing. But Ti know the struggles of being in the system. Ti knows how it feels to be bound by the things that happen after you are in the system. Because once they got your name, your social security number, your thumbprint, and all that, they follow you, they track you everywhere. Well, here is what Ti had to say. Okay, let me make it big.
Top of the top. Top of the top. Top of the top. Got a minor request. Hope everybody having a phenomenal morning. Got a small request, man. Stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and their grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out. You can.
May I take a selfie with you?
No, go ahead.
Please.
I'm in the middle of something. But go ahead. This is more important. Go ahead.
Always
Come on.
somebody need a
Thank you.
selfie. He was talking about some important
All
stuff.
right,
Y'all
take it
need
easy.
to see. When
Yeah.
somebody talking on the phone, don't
So
be walking
I
into it.
already had that conversation with him, man. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong shit. And, you know, I trust in God to deal with it the way that he see fit. You know what I mean? It ain't really shit else I, you know, he done got all the whoopings, he done got the punting, he done did it, he done, you know, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now he gonna have to go through it. You're gonna have to go through it and get through it. And ain't nothing me and mama or nobody else gonna be able to say about it, man. But I'm gonna love him all the way through whatever it is he going through. You know what I mean? And shit, man, he gonna learn his lessons. Life gonna ain't no, you know what I mean? Life is gonna teach him all the lessons that he need to know. And that's the most that we can do. That's the best we can ask for. You know what I mean? I know who he is at his core. You know what I'm saying? This shit that he trying to, you know, he trying to convince himself of things as we all do as young men and even young women growing up, try to convince ourselves that we are certain things. And in that journey, we find out exactly who the fuck we really is. You know what I'm saying? And it happens when we least expect it, and our lessons come from where we didn't know they were coming from. And it just ain't shit else to do. Ain't shit else to do, man. Time is gonna be his teacher. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I hope everybody have a peaceful, appreciate that, bro. A peaceful and productive day. All right. And I catch up with y'all on the flip side. Oh, Memphis, I'll be at you this evening.
Y'all are a hard crowd. Ooh, I thought he said some good advice. Like, at what point do you like just give up? Like, I don't know that he's just giving up, but at the end of the day, he said he is punished King, he has talked to King, he done told King everything he need to tell him. But at this point, it's in God's hands. He said he gonna end up in prison. He didn't say nothing wrong, did he? Did he not say anything wrong? He's saying that he is hard headed. A hard head makes for a soft behind, okay? He didn't say nothing wrong, okay? But y'all seem to feel like, you know, he need to do more. You said them kids was raised by tiny mama while they were having threesomes. Ooh, King will not survive boot camp. The boy is gonna cry, okay? You agree with T.I.? Well, I mean, he did come forward. Like I told you, they didn't want his mugshot out there. It wouldn't have been out there. And people talk about this a publicity stunt. The boy's underage. He under 21, so you ain't gonna find what he was arrested for. Whatever it is, he got out the same night. So it wasn't too bad, I guess. I don't know. But you know, he gonna have to deal with the consequences. He gonna have to show up at court and answer whatever the charges are. He gonna have to figure out what happens if they, you know, sentence him to jail time or probation or whatever the case may be. Because, like I said, once you get on in that system and you on probation, any little thing will get you locked back up. Okay. Well, moving on. You said it's not good advice, Michelle. Spend time with them. Spend time with them. Okay. Exactly. Well, you know, put a one in the chat if you feel like Ti is not on the right track, if you feel like, you know, he needs to do more, and put a 5 in the chat if you think that, you know, he's doing what needs to be done. You know, he working, he's, yeah, you know, he providing a roof over the head, I guess. He spend time with his children. You can't say that Ti is a bad father, but I don't know. I don't live in that house. For everything that I see, Ti has always been a great father. Remember, he was the supposed to be the next. Well, I don't want to see the next Bill Cosby, because we know what happened to Bill Cosby. But you know, family hustle was a thing. Okay, he said right. Okay, family hustle was a thing. You know, he was a family man. Okay, he was a rapper, but he was a family man. He said he is grown at 18. Okay, Well, King got his own house, his own cars, his own money, his own dreadlocks. He got a whole bunch of things now. He got a whole bunch of things. In addition, T.I. and King kind of look alike now. Let me see this pictures that y'all had sent me. They got King and T.I. side by side. Like father, like son. Okay, they look alike. I mean, both of their dreads about the same length. Okay, they cute or whatever. Okay, but it is what it is. Okay, I don't know what else to say. He said T.I. didn't want us to comment on the Waffle House. He wanted us to celebrate him for graduating, doing the bare minimum. Well, yeah. He's a father trying to protect his son, and now his son is of age, and probably he didn't probably hollered at him and yelled at him a lot of times. I'm just saying, give him a little bit of grace. I don't know. Don't be blaming the child for the sins of the father. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be, a little mutual. I mean, a little neutral. You say y'all act like y'all live in the house with them people. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what. Oh, like King look just like his mama. Okay, King is just a brat. T.I. was a hustler. Okay, T.I. was trying to put some food on the table. He was the rubber band man. Anywho, moving on. Like this video, like this video, like this video. I see y'all coming in here. I see y'all nosy roses coming in here. Don't worry, I got you. I got you covered. Okay. Next up on this agenda, let me go ahead and talk about Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish while we here, child. Because if I don't talk about that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because y'all getting on my nerves with this Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears. Well, I don't know if you have seen it or not, but Aries Spears had a whole YouTube channel. Well, he probably still has his YouTube channel. And on that YouTube channel, he published a video that said through the eyes of a pedo. Okay, y'all know the rest. And in that video, it featured a young a boy, and it also featured Tiffany Haddish. Okay, here's what it looked like back in the day. Y'all know I be pulling up stuff. Here is what it looked like back in the day. It was published August 24th, 2014. The Mind of a Pet by Aries Spears. Okay. At the time it was deleted, it had 1,231 views. Okay. It had a whole bunch of thumbs down and a few thumbs up, but he deleted the video. In addition to it being on his YouTube channel, it was also on Funny or Die. I'm getting the delivery and Biggie is barking. Anyway, it was also on Funny or Die. Okay, it stayed up allegedly for 2 or 3 years on Funny or Die before they deleted it. Now it's coming out after Aries Spears body shame Lizzo, which is coincidental, I should say, that they Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears are being sued by the children or the child that appeared in that particular video, as well as the older sister of the child that appeared in that video, who appeared in another video that was scandalous. Now, comedians Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears are being accused of grooming and molesting the two siblings in a new explosive lawsuit. The lawsuit, which was filed in LA Superior Court Tuesday by the siblings identified only as Jane Doe, who is now 22, and John Doe, who was born in 2007. Jane, who is John's legal guardian, is the plaintiff in the lawsuit, both individually and on her young brother's behalf. According to the lawsuit, Tiffany and Aries groomed a 14-year-old girl and her then 7-year-old brother and made them film explicit comedy skits. The suit claims that Aries and Tiffany molested the 7-year-old boy at a home while filming a Funny or Die video titled The Mind of a Pedo. Jane Doe claims that Tiffany taught her how to mimic fellatio for a skit when she was only 14 years old. The lawsuit states Haddish verbally explained what was expected of plaintiff Jane Doe, and then showed Jane Doe how to do it, including movement, noises, moaning, and groaning. The girl was 14 years old. The siblings claimed Tiffany was friends with their mother at the time, and the video featured the 7-year-old boy, which featured the 7-year-old boy, was published online also through Funny or Die when he was too young to consent. Now, some of you may have seen the video, okay? I won't show the video because the boy's face is still in the video. And the boy says that he is traumatized by being in the video when he was so young. He is now about 15 years old, okay? And, the video is now circulating again, and the unblurred video is online, and people are watching it, and people are seeing the young boy, and I'm sure it's still traumatic. Don't worry, I'm not. Don't worry. But I have seen the video. In the video, the young boy is playing with toys. He had a toy truck. He was doing this too, like he was massaging it. He was rolling on the floor in just his underwear, no shirt, no nothing, with just some drawers on, no socks, no shoes, no nothing, just a pair of drawers with the legs open. He was doing all kind of. It was just like it was just like they was at the Pink with a little boy, okay? And Aries Spears was there pretending like he was, fantasizing about the kid. It was bad. It was very, very bad. There was nothing funny about it. In another scene, the little boy is taking a bath. You can only imagine if he's nude or not. We don't know. He was in a bathtub full of bubbles. Aries Spears sat on the side of the tub and was pouring water over the boy all sensually. The little boy, a little 7-year-old boy, the boy's foot comes out the water. He massaging the boy's foot. Then next thing you know, he's like, you want Unc to get in with you? And he got in the tub with the boy with all his clothes on and was hugged up on the boy. That was the end of that scene. In the next scene, Tiffany Haddish brings the boy and was like, "Can you keep my kid again? I'm going to the post office." And the man was like, "At 10 at night, you going to the post office?" And she had on the hoochie mama dress. And she was like, yeah, the post office, we be twerking or whatever. So of course she was going to the club. She just said the post office, but she wanted the man to keep the son. So the man kept the little boy again. And this time, because he had already abused the boy twice in the skits, okay, the little boy was looking through the paper, fantasizing about the grown man. So to me, that's almost like grooming. They were grooming the kid to be like, okay, this is the predator is now stalking you, and now you stalking the predator. And then at the end of all of this, okay, while he's, looking at the man now, lusting over him, okay, the man is pouring baby oil on him. He looking at the man, sitting there with his drawers on. He goes over and pours oil on the man, and starts massaging him. And then the little caption comes up, watch who you leave your kids with or something. Not funny. Nothing is funny about it. Okay, they got R. Kelly playing in the background, which is probably the only funny part. I'm just gonna admit it's just R. Kelly. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Why? 7-year-old boy. That's all I gotta say. A 7-year-old boy. And now, okay, because of that, the siblings claim Tiffany was friends with their mom. Okay, now they're claiming that they both have social disorders. Yes, I'm very serious about this video. Okay, I just decided I would, describe it to you instead of even pulling up the pictures, child. Jane Doe says her trauma has prevented her from dating because she's afraid she will be taken advantage of and led down a path of false trust, like the path that Tiffany Haddish led her down. Now, the girls' video, she was a little older. In the girls' video, they had a sub sandwich and a hot dog, and they wanted her to suck on the hot dog like, and mimic this other video where two people were eating a sub sandwich and came together like they were kissing. They wanted her to eat a hot dog and he eat the other end, and then they come together. The 14-year-old girl. And she said she didn't feel comfortable because, Aries Spears was telling her how to do it, and Tiffany had left the room. So I'm like, they're being accused of grooming. That all sounds like grooming to me. Okay. John Doe, the little boy, claims, who is now 15 or so, claims he places band-aids all over cameras on his electronics because he's so afraid of being watched. Okay. The siblings are now suing Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears for damages following their mother's failed attempt to reach a $15,000 settlement with Spears over the molestation video. Well, apparently, the mother sued him in the past, and it was either dismissed or whatever happened, and the judge found that the mother was not the suit wasn't warranted. Now that they are of age, they are suing on their own. Okay. Okay, the blah blah blah. I already explained the video. Blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the pictures. I don't want to show you that. Now the attorney for Tiffany Haddish actually denies the claims and calls the claims meritless. Now I had told you Tiffany Haddish is in the video. Tiffany Haddish is bringing the kids in the video. Tiffany Haddish has a direct connection to the kids in the video. Tiffany Haddish brought the kids to the place to do the video. Okay. Tiffany Haddish's lawyer, Andrew Bretler, recently called the allegations of a molestation lawsuit against her and the comedian Aries Spears as meritless and a shakedown. They saying these people just want money. Attorney Bretler suggested the allegations were par for the course because the alleged victim's mother has attempted to sue on these matters numerous times in the past. Plaintiff's mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Miss Haddish for years. And you know what's crazy? What I'm reading right now, I'm reading an official document, right, of some stuff. It's got the mama name in here, but the children are named Jane Doe and John Doe. Why would they put the mama's name out to the public, knowing that the children would be linked to the mom? And the person who put the mom's name out to the public was the attorney. Okay, that's some old. Anyway, that's some old bullying type tactics because you put the mama name out there, then people gonna go find her and say she lying and blah 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 blah. Anyway, the mom's name out there, and hopefully nobody will say it, but it's out there on the internet. Okay. Said the mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Miss Haddish for years. Okay, every attorney who has initially taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Miss Haddish would not be shaken down. Now Miss Morris has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action. That is the statement from the attorney. Again, the attorney released the mama's name, even though the children are suing under Jane and John Doe. Okay. Now, Aries Spears seemingly responded to the allegations. Okay. He recently made headlines again for his awful comments about singer-songwriter Lizzo. And he seemingly took to social media to address the allegations against him in the lawsuit. The comedian and Mad TV star posted a video on his Instagram page on Thursday where he didn't speak, but he held up index cards one by one that read, "You won't break my soul." Hold on, we're going to look at it. This is Aries Spears allegedly responding to this lawsuit. Hold on. This is a hot mess. Y'all hear me? A hot mess. Okay, here he is. He said, "I'm old school. I'm from the the Cretaceous period. I'm what you call a old school comedic Negro Rex." I guess he was old school and he thought that was funny. Okay, let's see what he's saying. Wow. And then he's promoting himself because, now, since he been dragged for the Lizzo commentary, now this particular incident has surfaced, and I guess, he has a lot to say. Let me see what he doing in this video. Something wrong with this man. Something seriously wrong with him. Hold on.
DM me for the link to the Spears and
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's using this as a moment to promote himself. He does not care. He thinks this is all fun and games, y'all. That being said, these two need to be canceled. I'm sorry. I never thought Tiffany Haddish was funny. Like, I met her one time. We was at the strip club. We was at the gay strip club, Swinging Riches in Atlanta. Me, Nene, Derek J, Josh. I think Jason Lee was there in the back paying some strippers to do stuff. Anyway, I'm allegedly okay. Tiffany Haddish was there and she was rolling all on the floor, child, grabbing them men's PPs and stuff. And I'm like, how you on the floor in the gay strip club? Anyway, I'm digressing. But yeah, press one if they cancel. Let me know if you canceling these people. If they are done for, what do you think should happen? Look, the mom was asking for 15,000. The people is asking for their whole career. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is it's a very disgusting video, the one that I saw, and I'm sure the second video is no better. It kind of proves, what they say about pedophilia in Hollywood. Okay, we already know what B2K and all of them and Chris Stokes and everything went through. So yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. You said Aries canceled. I'm giving Tiffany a chance to redeem herself. Okay. Well, if one is guilty, why wouldn't the other be guilty? Is it because of his Lizzo comments that you canceling him over her? Oh Lord, I passed by Swinging Riches. I didn't know what that place was. It's not there no more. They say they tore it down, but I don't know. Y'all are not going to blame the parent for what these predators did to these children. It is not their fault. It's the fault of every adult that was on the set and the people that published this mess. You're right. You're right. You're right. I wanted to read some information about the mama again, but I haven't read anything yet. Let me see what else I got about the mama in here. But you're right. The cameramen are at issue. Okay, who was filming, with the little boy with his legs up in the air? Who was doing all of that? Okay. So the Daily Beast got some more information, okay, and said what had happened between the two when they were 14 and 7 at the time. Said about 8 years ago, Jane and John Doe's mother met Tiffany Haddish through the comedy circuit, where they bonded over their messy divorces from their husbands at the time. That happens. My mama did it. My mama had a best friend. That's how I met Carl. Anyway, I'm digressing. We were both going through a divorce, the mother said. The mother told the Daily Beast. Messy, 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 messy divorces. We just got really, really super close. The mom and Tiffany got so close that Tiffany would refer to the siblings as her niece and nephew, calling them on birthdays and Christmas to check in and see how they were doing. In the summer of 2013, Tiffany suggested that she found the perfect role for Jane Doe, which she described as her own commercial. According to the lawsuit, at the time, Jane nor her mother knew what the shoot would entail. All they knew was that Tiffany and Aries were producing the video. Okay. Okay. They said the complaint claims that Spears told Jane to mimic what she had seen on the screen. She showed her a video, including noises precisely like what she had heard. Okay. The 14-year-old, who was allegedly nervous and disgusted, fell silent until Haddish returned to the room. Haddish verbally explained what was expected of Jane Doe and then showed plaintiff Jane Doe how to give fellatio, including movements, noises, moaning, and groaning. At that point, Jane told the Daily Beast, I knew 100% that what they wanted out of me. The lawsuit describes Spears allegedly looking on while a physically, emotionally, and mentally uncomfortable Jane received this instruction from Haddish. Okay. She said, I tried to mimic what they wanted me to mimic, but it still came out just super awkward and uncomfortable. Jane told the Daily Beast, I knew when I left the booth that I didn't complete what they wanted me to do. Haddish paid Jane $100, the lawsuit claims, before sending her home. At the time, Jane said, she tried to shrug off what had happened. I didn't confide to my mom. I didn't confide to nobody else about how weird I felt in that moment. A year later, it is said that Tiffany hit the mom up again with a similar pitch, requesting Jane's little brother, John, to act in a video. According to the lawsuit, Tiffany told the mom and son that they were filming a sizzle reel for Nickelodeon. However, the minor child ended up in a video titled Through a Pedophile's Eyes, which was posted on Funny or Die as well as other online platforms. Funny or Die says they eventually removed the video due to it being so disgusting. The shoot was shot at Aries' home, where both siblings were in attendance, minus their mother. In the lawsuit, Jane describes how Tiffany's demeanor changed after they were no longer in the company of their mother. It was like a whole 180 almost, she told the Daily Beast. Tiffany had never been mean to me, never raised her voice to me until this point. For the shoot, the children were allegedly separated. Jane said Tiffany told her to remain on a couch downstairs while her brother went upstairs to film. That might have been when he went upstairs to that bathtub scene I told y'all about. Anyway, in the disturbing clip, the Girls Trip actress stars as the boy's guardian who acts Aries' character, who is a to watch him while she runs errands. The disturbing video still exists and is online currently. Okay, but I told you I wasn't sharing it. Especially since the minor child's face is shown in the video. We tried to watch the clip, but we had to turn it off because it was so creepy. Okay. I already told I did the rundown of the video. Okay. And there's that. I'm trying to see if the mom said anything. When the mom asked Tiffany what was going, okay, here it is. Hold on. After the shoot, John Doe called his mom crying, saying he did not want to film anymore, according to the suit. Jane Doe said that after seeing her brother's face following the shoot, she was immediately scared because I didn't know what had happened to him. When that happened, the only thing I could feel was how I felt in my video with Tiffany, Jane added later. I didn't know at the time if anything happened with him, like what had happened to me, but I just felt like something wasn't right with that moment. When the mom asked Tiffany what was going on, she wasn't able to get a clear answer. She said something to the effect of, I don't think acting is for him, the mother recalled. And I'm like, what the F you mean acting isn't for him? My son is crying. Like, what is going on? Over the next week after the shoot, the mom allegedly contacted Aries to request to see the footage of her son. She said he allegedly kept repeating that it had not yet been edited. Then he allegedly claimed John Doe had been so uncooperative that his footage had been deemed unusable and subsequently deleted. Child, he kept that in his own private stash, child. It was not unusable. It was online. Anyway, I'm digressing. Um, the mom goes on to say all the trauma, all the memories, all the anxiety and depression and guilt and shame and fear. I feel like all of those emotions were triggered when this video situation came to a head, the mom said. To find out that she had violated such a sacred trust, I trusted her with my children. That is what pushed me over the edge. Okay, so the mom tried to file a lawsuit. And again, they say she didn't have a case. And now since the children are of age, they are suing. Y'all keep asking about the mom. The mom said she trusted Tiffany. They were friends, and Tiffany was like, she had jobs for her kids. So I don't know, but you said Tiffany will still have my shoe stuck somewhere to this day. I'm sorry, I got people working in here, so Biggie might start barking occasionally. No more. She ready now. She canceled. Okay, and she filed a police report. Okay, thank you, Jessica. Jessica always had a teacher. Not arrested. Hollywood money protects them. Ooh. You said you don't believe the mom. Why wouldn't you believe the mom? Do you believe the children? Why did they wait so long though? They said the mama had filed, and maybe because the children started going through experiencing trauma. You know. Anyway, listen. I don't know why. All I know it is wrong, 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 wrong. When you see the video, you would be disturbed as well. But I'm moving on. Okay, I am moving on to some a little bit more lighthearted. Okay, let's talk about this Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Whew. Lift all the dark spirits and the veils. Wait, where's my sage, child? Because we got demonic stuff going on, child, with the children. Pray for the children, and look, let Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears face the justice that is allowed. That's all I can say about the situation. Anywho, as you come in, go ahead and like this video, like this video, like this video. Okay, let's start with the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 reunion. It was a lot or little going on. Okay. Hold on. Let me insert some of these pictures before I get started here. Gotta delete some stuff first. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me delete this. Give me a moment to go to the next topic. Okay. Just a minute. All right. So, season 14 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming to a close. The season finale is going to air this week, where we finally get to see whether Sheree finished her clothing line. It took her 20 years to finish her chateau, so it might take her 25 to finish the clothing line. It's interesting that Kenya brought up, a fashion show with no fashions during the last episode, because that is Dwight Eubanks' famous line. And coincidentally, Dwight left the show because he said they was not paying, honey. He was tired of all these appearances he was making, and making waves, and making all this tea and all this stuff he be doing over there. And Bravo wasn't trying to pay the men, the boys, the gay guys any dough. Okay. Anywho, I'm digressing again. So during the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Look, the ladies wore peach. I guess it's peach. It look a little red. It's reading red in the pictures. Okay. The ladies wore peach. Okay. On one side we had Marlo, Drew, and Sonia. And on the other side, we had Sheree, Kenya, and Candy. Some people are assuming that, on the side with Sheree and Kenya and Candy is like OGs on one side, newbies on the other. But I don't know. Let me see. Is it the newbies and the OGs? Because Sheree is the oldest and Marlo is the newest, and they both sitting in the coveted hot seats next to Andy Cohen. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me see. I got some more pictures for y'all. Hold on. Got that one. Okay, here it is. So we talked about the seating chart. Okay, you said Kenya, Candy, and Drew. Whose outfit did you like the best? I don't know. It's all giving me Destiny's Child circa 2000 something, because um yeah, I don't know if I'm really feeling the outfits. The colors are amazing. It looks great on brown skin. However, some of the styles were a little lacking. I specifically didn't like Sonya's. I feel like they set her up with that one. I don't know if they had a seamstress doing or what, or she picked that out, or what had happened. But that dress looked like she was going to the ice skating rink. I did not like it. Drew's dress was it was all right. It looked like she was going to the prom. Of course, Marlo went overboard. Sheree looked, okay. It looked like she just got her, I liked her dress because it was simple. I like simple over all of the, extra. But there's that. But she was showing a lot of cleavage. Okay. Kenya looked all right, but I didn't like the shimmer. And Candy, her train was a little too long, but that's all I got for Candy. She looked good. Everybody's hair was good, it finally, except, Sonya and that Bob. She done reverted back to colorist Claudia Jordan with her bob, honey. tucked under. Anyway, you said it looks too loud. You didn't like it. You didn't like it. Who did you think looked the best out of all the 6 ladies? Let me see if I can pull some more pictures for y'all. Let me know, who did y'all think looked the best? Here is all of them together. Who did you think looked the best? Okay. Was it Marlo, Sanya, Drew, Sheree, Kenya, or Candy? They look like they all going to the ice skating rink, I swear. Anyway, you said for me, I gotta go with Drew or She by She-Hulk. Okay. You said Drew. Drew killed it. Drew killed it. Drew did look good now for once. Drew look like a different person. They can't drag her wig today. She wearing go naked hair. Okay. Drew and Sheree. Okay. Okay. Drew looked the best. Okay. You said Candy's dress is trash. No, it's velvet. What is that? Velvet. Okay. You didn't like Marlo and her tool. You didn't like Marlo and all of that. Marlo looked like a mariachi dancer or something, like she going to the, I don't know. Kenya, Candy, Drew, Sheree, Marlo, then Sanya. Okay, you got Marlo and Sanya at the end. Sheree is in the middle. Drew, Candy. Kenya looked the best. Okay, okay. Kenya the best standing up. Candy the best sitting. All right, you said it's giving Beyonce, Kelly, and Latoya Latavia 1998. That's what I said. I said it looked like Tina knows Lawson. Tina Lawson, Mama Tina, then sewed up some dresses for the girls, and they going out to sing. Okay, that's what it's looking like to me. But there's that. Now, as far as the show is concerned, let's tune in. Let me look at this. Okay, let me talk about it a little bit first. Okay. Well, let me look at it. We're gonna look at it. Let me put my disclaimer up, child. Hopefully, Bravo won't snatch my live. Bravo won't try to snatch my live. Let me put my disclaimer. Okay. Disclaimer. Okay. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use. Okay. For purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are all right. Y'all got it. We research. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on for y'all. Hold on. There it is. Is that it? Your first fierce look at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, there it is.
Atlanta reunion.
Hold on, let me put myself up in the corner because you know how they do. They like to. We're gonna put ourselves in it so we can talk about it. Okay. So you already start with the Real Housewives of Atlanta next time.
Drop it. Well, who?
Basically, I'm an investor in She by Sheree.
You better stop lying about my name. You better lie about my car.
Okay, let's start there. Okay, apparently Kenya is lying about Marlo's name being Latoya. What, Latoya Hutchinson? I didn't research Marlo from here to Timbuktu, and I don't know that her name was Latoya Hutchinson for real. I know that had came out. Kenya must have been reading Lipstick Alley earlier this year, and now she running with it. But I guess we'll find out for sure. But what I do know is that when Marlo got locked up, when she slashed that girl's face, and the girl jumped out the bridge, and all of that was going on, and Marlo was involved with the drug dealer, and Marlo was in court. All of that, her name was Marlo Hampton in the court documents. Okay, that's all I know. Okay, so she said, you better stop lying about my name. She means it. Okay, let's continue. Hold on, where it go? I'm sorry, I lost it. Oh, there it is. It's so disrespectful. They called them a bunch of birds squawking.
I have cash up from people wanting to send me sex tapes of you. I would love to.
Okay, let's start there. Like, why is Drew getting cash apps for somebody wanting to send sex tapes of Sheree, of all people? Why? I don't understand that. Would you send a sex tape for Sheree? I mean, a cash app to somebody who is not Sheree for Sheree's sex tape. That don't make no sense. Why not just pay Sheree for it? You said you don't like Sheree's hair. Marlo look like a cowgirl. Oh, girl, child. Right. They are birds squawking, child.
See that?
What can you tell me about your new boo? He's like a 10 out of 10.
I heard that D was a 10 out of 10.
So of course they're talking about Sheree's new man. Okay, Martell Holt. You know, I'm going step by step, trying to just do a little clip. And look, Kenya said she heard that D is a 10 out of 10. Who is Kenya hearing this stuff from? And why is Kenya always saying disrespectful things about other people's men? Kenya has no boundaries about other people's men. Have y'all noticed that? She did that about Apollo. He is fine, knowing he was married and locked down, not locked up, but locked down. She did that about Ralph. Okay. She did she was disrespecting Sonya's husband, saying that he was aggressive. And now here she is talking about Sheree's man's penis. What the hell? But we know he community peen. I'm just saying. But for Kenya to say she heard that D is a 10 out of 10, who she hear from?
That D was a 10 out of 10.
There ain't no more TPT.
Two pump time.
Oh, 2 pumps.
Oh, Candy
I don't think Sonya's funny. Anyway.
and I both live rent-free in her head.
Shots fired.
You're talking about me every week on your show, and I get it because I'm good clickbait.
So that's they're reading Candy for Candy Coated, but of course I told y'all it is Bravo sanctioned. Okay, Bravo basically approves of Candy's show, or they would not have Candy doing a show every week breaking down their show. It's like breaking the fourth wall. You are a star on the show. You go live to talk about the show, or you do pre-recorded videos, or whatever you do every week to talk about the show. To me, it's not right. It's not fair to the other ladies. And it's anyway, let me just move on.
Think I need you for clickbait.
Oh, you've had your breasts done, your booty.
My booty, bitch, you crazy.
We've all
This
had
is all
something
natural,
done.
honey. Squats, not shots, honey.
So Sheree saying she didn't get nothing done. Drew saying they got everything done, but she did get her boobs done, and she got her nose done. I think she got a little something on her butt, but she said squats, not shots. Her butt is looking a little bigger these days, but who knows? Sheree do work out, but she got a bad knee, they said. He said, should no one know about your man's rating in bed? Okay. They gave Sonya 2 things to say. Okay. I'm already bored, but we're going to try to get through it.
Everything about you is fake, Marlo. Your name is not even your real name. LaToya Hutchinson.
She's crying.
She has tears. There's tears coming out. That's crying.
Okay, they act like that was just an explosive revelation. Okay, but in the beginning, I don't know if you saw, Marlo said, "You're gonna stop lying about my there. You're gonna stop lying about that." So, you put 2 and 2 together. She's saying that it's a lie, and Kenya just pulling stuff off the internet. Sheree must have got that O shot from Dr. Jackie. Child. Thank you, Miss ATLien stand for the super stick. Did she get her teeth done too? Probably, child. They all like Drew said, they all have had work done. Okay. He said, bye, Sheree. Well, okay. You don't like the sound effects? Well, okay. I don't like it at all. But
Tears coming out. That's crying.
That's crying. We just coordinated, I'm the lead. Those are my backups. Diana Ross,
okay, can we talk about this real quick?
the Supreme.
They got Todd wearing black, all black, and they got the other 2 men wearing all white. Clearly they did that on purpose. And Todd, his joke was, I'm glad it's not these pips, or whatever he said. I'm Diana Ross and these are Supremes, one or the other. But if remember when Nene said that they had called her and told her to wear black that day. So, I guess, Todd is the king of the men on here. I guess that's giving Candy a little leeway, I guess. She is sitting at the edge of the couch, but there's that, but she's always sitting at the edge of the couch. But anyway, Todd is now the new Peter. That's what it's looking like to me. Todd is getting a little airtime. He get to get in the girls' business. He get to read Marlo. He get to break the fourth wall as a producer. Okay. He was a producer. Now he gets to talk about the time when he was a producer. Yeah, it's giving me favoritism.
The Supreme. Ralph, I'm looking to get a massage after the reunion. You know anybody I can call? In your earlier
So Andy making fun of Drew and Ralph's marital issues. Okay, let's keep going.
thirsty years, we went to Africa.
And I came with all my Birkins.
No, you was a little dehydrated at the time. It seems like you suffered.
I think Todd and Candy's situation is both of them. Both of them. Todd having been in production and Candy and her situation with YouTube, both of them seem to me to be a conflict of interest. Like, how are you on this show getting paid and able to come out here with the bloggers and blog about it? How are you a producer on the show and then able to come on the show and talk about the things that went behind the scene with production? I don't understand. It doesn't seem fair to me. They might as well bring the other producers out and tell us some stuff. Why does Todd get to tell us what happened? Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
It seems like you suffered some emotional abuse.
They want to call me whores and prostitutes, but can't bring you one guy.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. I've been telling y'all that for a long time. Everybody kept trying to figure out how Marlo made her money, especially Candy. You remember way back in the day when Marlo first came on the show, Candy had her on Candy Coney Nights. And she asked Marlo, how do you make your money? And Marlo said, God. And then ever since then, everybody been putting on that Marlo date rich men. Marlo date Ted Turner. Marlo date this person. Marlo, get all her money, laying on her back. And then Kenya said Marlo has a credit card swiper between her legs. They have said all of those things. And now that she has a peach, now all of a sudden, she a prostitute. She this, she that. And, I felt like Marlo kind of played it up. She didn't confirm it and she didn't deny it either. And it kind of stuck. But at the end of the day, for them to keep saying it, it's kind of disrespectful. It is. I mean, I'm not on nobody's side, but it's a little disrespectful.
Talk about me. I don't have a mind of my own. You've only been able to accomplish mediocrity at best.
We saw on social media about the break-in in your home.
I just hear a scream.
So Marlo finally opened up about the break-in, even though a bunch of y'all kept trying to say that Marlo was going to be indicted. Marlo was not going to be indicted with RICO charges, honey. Marlo was a victim in the situation. Her, along with several other people, including one of the Atlanta United players, an Atlanta Falcons player, one of future baby mamas, and Marlo. They were all, victims of home invasions by some of these people who were involved in gangs. So y'all need to get the story straight next time y'all tell him Marlo is not about to be indicted for drugs, child.
Drew, do not do that. She's flipping her hair in my face. Andy, come on. I'm going to have to move in a second.
Be a lady like I am.
Sonya is trying it, child. Sonya is trying it. She is flipping her hair in my face, child. Anyway.
This is so annoying that a person that I've tried to help multiple times will get on a platform to millions of people and say I don't help people.
Candy pissed off because she said, she's not appreciated, honey. She drags Marlo. I heard that they drag Marlo time and time again for what Marlo had said, but I had told y'all the secret that I had told my Patreons that I didn't tell my patrons, that I didn't tell you guys in public, was that Candy had allegedly went over everybody's head, went to the executives, went to Andy, went to everybody, every executive, and said that she felt disrespected and Marlo needs to apologize to her because of all the things that she said, calling her a whore, even though she called Marlo a whore, and questioning, saying that she was nobody except in Atlanta, even though she feels like she is worldwide. Candy feels like, she is one of the only people on the set to deserve an apology, even though they all have said some things that hit below the belt. So, from what I understand, that will be one of the big reveals during the show, is that Marlo will apologize to Candy profusely. It is what it is, child, because Candy went crying. Okay. Maybe that's why she at the end. Wait, there go another situation where Kenya overstepped her bounds. How is Kenya gonna snatch a phone from Sheree and then talk to her man and say, Martell, call her back? There go another instance of Kenya stepping into somebody else's relationship because she ain't got her own. And look at Candy over there, allegedly minding her business. Child. Anyway, what ranking do you give this teaser? 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. What do you give this uh this this reunion teaser? A 1 or a 10? Always bickering. Come on, black women and Todd. Not black women and Todd. When Todd got on black, so he can be included in that. Okay. Thank you, Quasia. You said an 8, a 10. Okay, a 10 meaning it was bad. Okay, a 1 meaning it was very good, and a 10 mean it's bad. Let me see. You got 8. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Oh, she said a 3, a 4. A 10 is very bad. Okay. You said it looked kind of boring. Anthony, you think it's boring? I thought you loved that show. 8. Okay. Because she can't get Mark to call her. Oh, okay. Candy really be snitching. Okay. Well, I was online the other day watching my friend Binge Worthy's channel. Y'all need to go watch it. And he was breaking down the reunion. And some of the things he said I agree with, like Candy being on the edge of the couch, even though she was on the edge of the couch in the end last season and previous seasons. This time feels a bit different because, last season, the theme was based off of her. The theme was the dungeon theme. So even though she wasn't involved in a lot of drama, so she wasn't sitting in the hot seat, her sitting at the edge was still kind of like, we could take her or leave her, we gonna let her stay there. And to me, it's almost the same this season. Like Candy is never really involved in too much drama, even though, she's making Marlo apologize to her. But her sitting on the edge is her sitting on the edge. Are they gonna boo her off the show to bring Phaedra back, or is she walking off of her own free will? Once Phaedra comes back, I guess. There's also a rumor I saw on Twitter today. I don't know how true it is that Porsha is confirmed to return for season 15. I wouldn't be surprised. I already told y'all, she had canceled her wedding. That was supposed to be the second week in September, and she rescheduled it for the third week in November. And coincidentally, the Real Housewives of Atlanta start back filming in November. So I feel like Porsha be back. I told y'all last year that Porsha would be back. Porsha filming Porsha's Family Matters, and it was still up under the Real Housewives of Atlanta umbrella. In essence, she was still a cast member. Okay, she was still a part of the Housewives cast, except she got her own little segment, and then it led into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Candy, on the other hand, they gave her a show that wasn't under the umbrella, but we ain't like it. Still wasn't nobody watching, and she claims that she got multiple seasons. So maybe she'll disappear into the abyss, into a show that nobody's watching. I don't know. Who knows? But there's that. There's the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's not giving what it was supposed to have gave, is it? I don't know. Nobody cares if Porsha comes back. Okay, well, some people care because the people that's on there now, like, who would be your cast for next season? Let me know. Who do you think? They saying Phaedra is coming up back since Apollo is closing out the season. He's in the last episode, and he will be in the next episode. That's a good entryway to bring Phaedra back, co-parenting and stuff. And and Apollo's little beef with Todd and Phaedra's beef with Candy would be, really interesting if they decide to stay. And maybe Bravo is pulling Candy's card. Maybe, they'll offer her a peach, but we bringing back who we want to bring back. If you want to stay, stay. If you want to leave, leave. So we'll see what's going to happen. You said Candy will be back. We will see. Candy and Todd paid their way on the show. Well, Todd said that Marlo did that. Nene, Porsha, Phaedra, Kenya, Drew, Marlo. You think 6 people should be on there? Okay. I say RHOA should have a cast of 10 housewives. Oh, how will we ever get to the bottom of each person's story? I mean, dang. Waiting on the good tea. Cardi B. It's coming. It's coming. The good tea is coming, honey. I got receipts, honey. So let me, go ahead talk about my housewives for a minute. He said they all say the worst things about each other. So why is Candy the only one getting an apology? what I see it. Okay, what I see it's a huge conflict of interest. Candy holds too much power on that cast. People scared to come for her. Clearly Marlo wasn't, but they made Marlo apologize. So hell, can't nobody come for Candy without there being some repercussions. And then now Todd getting in the mix and Todd gunning for Marlo and child, it's too much. Is Todd being called aggressive? Why wasn't Todd being called aggressive when he said that Marlo bought her way onto the show? Why was it interesting? Kenya didn't say that. RHOA has too many dark skinned, more light girls. Oh, you're a colorist. Okay, colorist. I thought that this season was all about sisterhood. Clearly it was not. Marlo should never apologize. I don't think so either. I don't know that Candy is worldwide, honey. I don't know. They know her group. They know some of the songs. I bet if you walked in Japan and asked them to play an escape song, they wouldn't know what it is. They have to type it into Google and find it, and then they play it, but they don't know her. Anywho, I'm digressing. You said colorist. Ooh, well, I'm just saying that was a little bit colorist, but thank you so for the super chat. Why they can't be dark skinned girls? A cast of dark skinned girls. Why you want to add some light skinned girls? It don't matter. Well, Potomac got a cast of all light skinned girls. I mean, I'm just saying. But you said, come on, Michelle. All right, let me move on. Thank y'all for making your way through that with me. Now, what you have all come for. Like this video, please, and thank you before I get started. Let me see how many likes I got, yeah. I haven't even paid attention. Y'all be sneaking in here trying not to like my video, and I be mad. I be getting like 30,000 views and 20 likes. Hold on. Like. I'm going in my studio. I'm making sure y'all like this one. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so that you can participate in this good old chat. Okay, how many likes I got? I don't even see no likes. Okay, 657. And it's 2,000 people in here counting Facebook. I'm sorry, my dog about to turn the camera. It's 600 people in here. I mean, 2,000 people in here. I got 6. Y'all better like this video. You like my hair, my lips? Thank you. I appreciate it. Candy is play out. Okay. Y'all said bring Claudia. Child, she ain't even from here. Why would we want to bring her back too? We don't want her. Leave her where she at. Leave her where she at. Oh yes, like this video before you forget. Yes, before you forget, because we have some tea about Cardi B. Let me go ahead and tell y'all, okay? This might be exclusive. I don't know. I don't know if it's exclusive or not. Hold on, let me. Oh gosh. Somebody want to come. Why you want to come on with me? I always want to come on. I always want to steal my shine. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay, of course, we're gonna talk about Cardi B and Tasha K. Told y'all a few weeks ago that Tasha K was on the run because she moved out of her dream house. She put her dream house for rent. She's sitting over there acting like everything is okay. She only moved because her son had asthma. She had to get out of Georgia because Georgia got too many trees. She had to get out of Georgia because we got state taxes. As if we didn't have state taxes when she moved there. So she moved into an apartment with spider webs in behind her, which means it wasn't clean when you moved in if it already got spider webs. But I'm digressing. I am digressing. She moved to Florida. She fled Georgia and moved to Florida. Okay. And oh Lord, she gave me $1.99 to tell me about that. Okay. Thank you so much. She said, block the colorist. The colorist give me money. Give me $1, honey. Give me some more dollars. Now my allergies acting up all because I'm talking about this. Hold on. So yeah, I spilled that tea. Okay, I was the first to tell you that she had moved to Florida. She didn't tell you she moved to Florida. I know it's next door, but I'm just saying she didn't tell you she moved to Florida until I told you she moved to Florida. Don't they say you're supposed to spill your own tea? And that what Junkie Dineva said? Even though he didn't spill his tea when he got evicted. But I'm digressing. So Cardi has filed these documents recently. Hold on, I gotta show. I thought somebody wanted to come on with me, but apparently they don't. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, y'all. My allergies. Hold on. My throat is itching. So, hold on. I'm gonna put this up here. Cardi wants her money. Okay. Cardi wants her dough. Period. I'm okay. Cardi wants her money. Okay. Cardi wants her money. Okay. Y'all know that Tasha K lost a huge judgment in a defamation case against Cardi B. She lost what was total was 3.8, and that included attorney's fees, that included punitive damages, that included injunctive relief, that included a whole bunch of things. Cardi also sued Kibi Studios. Okay. So recently, as of September 1st, Cardi filed 2 writs of execution. Now, before I do this, let me explain to you what a writ of execution is. Okay. When you lose a lawsuit and you get a judgment against you, the party who won the judgment after the judge has filed, closed the case and filed everything, you can file what's called a writ of execution. Execution and levy is a post-judgment device where the court issues a writ of execution, also referred to as a fife, which authorizes the sheriff to seize and sell property of the debtor to satisfy the amount owed on the amount of judgment. Now that I got that out the way, yeah, I'm about to take me another sinus break. You know I am. Now that I got that out the way, I wanted to show y'all the actual documents. Okay, shout out to Dennis Byron. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to everybody who, is watching this case closely because, as a blogger, I'm just interested, y'all. I want to see if the money gonna get got. Okay, so Cardi, whose real name is Bacalus Marlinus Almazar, okay, filed this in the Northern District of Georgia for $3,363,753.47. She wants the district court before the judge of the court, by the consideration of the same judge, recover against the said Latasha Transrena Kibi. Okay. So it hasn't been signed yet. She's filing it. She wants the judge to sign off on this so she can begin the seizure of bank accounts, properties, assets. The sheriff will come and take, accountability of all the assets in the house. They do all of that. Okay. She filed not one, but 2. She filed a second one for $2,863,753 and wait a minute, $2,863,753.47 against Kibi Studios LLC. Kibi Studios apparently includes her husband. So I don't know if they're what's going to happen. Bankruptcy will not discharge this type of debt because anything that consists of malice cannot be dischargeable by bankruptcy. So whether her company files bankruptcy or she files bankruptcy or whatever happens, this debt is not dischargeable. Okay. So Cardi filed those 2 documents, hoping that the judge signs off on them. And apparently, Cardi B, Tasha K's attorneys, Olga and whoever else, aren't too far behind. They're keeping their eye on everything. Okay. And so what they're asking the judge to do is, hold on. Y'all know I'm reading stuff. Hold on. What they're asking the judge to do is they want the judge first to deny it. And then they're also asking the judge for a stay, which means to put a hold on all that while we appeal this, because we did file an appeal in appellate court. She did eventually appeal. She appealed first before the judge had even filed the case. They say Tasha K's attorney be misfiling things all the time. She lost something for another blogger named Larry Reed, but then she fixed it by paying for it or whatever case may be. She lost this $4 million lawsuit with Tasha K. The judge berated her in court, told her she needed to go back to law school. Allegedly, that's what they said in the transcript. And now she also filed an appeal before it was time to file the appeal. And the appeal was rejected and kicked out. And, people was looking like, damn, you lost the damn appeal. What the hell? Well, she lost the appeal because her attorney filed it before the judge actually closed the case. It wasn't the judge's error. It was the attorney's error, because the attorney should have waited or figured out what, if the case was closed. Anyway, I'm digressing. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me see if are you going to join me, Hip Hop Inquirer, or not? I sent you the link. Anyway, here is the denial. Y'all want to go through the documents? Y'all just want me to talk? Yes, give me. Yes, the attorney is not. I wouldn't hire that lady. Okay, that's just my assessment. That's my opinion. The views and opinions expressed by me are my views and opinions. This attorney has messed up. I don't want no attorney that's losing $4 million cases. So the attorney filed this, honey. Okay, we got the documents. We got all the documents, honey. Plaintiff's motions for denial of plaintiff's application for writ of execution. So Tasha's attorney is hoping and praying that the judge signs off on this situation and, denies it, or perhaps even offer a stay of the situation so that it can be on hold until the appeal either gets approved or denied. In her application for a stay, hold on now, y'all know. In her application for a stay, in the motion for a stay, she's basically saying, even though we know, as appellates, when a defendant appeals a case, that appellants must post a superseded bond in order to attain a stay on appeal, case law dictates that the district court has a discretion as to amount of bond, and in some instances, whether to order the posting of any at all. So she's basically saying, listen, I understand that, in most cases like this, I thought I sent you the link. In most cases like this, a judge will ask the defendant to issue a bond, which is what happened, honestly, in Larry Reed's case. I'm sorry, I keep calling him Larry King. In Larry Reed's case, when the situation happened, his attorney apparently forgot to file some documents. He lost in a default judgment, and in order to reopen the case, they had to post a bond because he lost, and then they had to reopen the case. Blah blah blah. He had to issue a $25,000 bond on top of the judgment to hold the judgment. That's like, so you won't run off on this while you appealing. We need you to put a little something on it. Okay, the judge has the discretion as to the amount of bond, how much, or if any at all. So she's saying that, listen, we need you to not do that, to not put a bond on it, because we know it's at your discretion. Okay. Now, I don't know that the judge gonna sign off on this, because the judge didn't seem too favorable on these attorneys. Okay. Yes, a deposit, honey. She has basically wrote in here, if a judgment is a lien on the debtor's personal property under the law of the state where the court is located, the judgment debtor is entitled to the same stay of execution the state court would give. Okay. In Georgia, a judgment is a lien upon the property of a judgment debtor. Under Georgia law, unless a motion by appellee is filed, the notice of appeal shall serve as a supersedis upon all payment of costs in the trial court by the appellant, and it shall not be necessary that a bond or other form of security be filed. She putting all this in here in hopes that the judge says, okay, well, maybe I consider not doing it because, you saying I should do the same thing that state court does. But this isn't in state court. This is Northern District of Georgia, United States District Court, which is a federal court. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. That might be why she moved out of the state of Georgia, because they trying to depend on the state of Georgia. But this is a federal case, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hold on, let me invite this person. I sent it to your text message. I thought I did. Hold on. Did you get it? Let me know if you got it. I sent it to your text message. All right. So somebody else wants to make a comment about this. A bond, B-O-N-D, a bond. Okay. Stop talking about my southern accent. I'm from the South. I talk like this. Do they own property by tenants, by entities, husband and wife? Child, I don't know what she owns. All I know is whatever she owns is gonna be owned by Tasha K, no matter where it is. Hold on a second. Shout out to Dennis Byron. He been doing the work for a minute. Hey, Dennis Byron, how you doing?
What's up, Michelle? I'm sitting here playing pool with my cousins and everything. We drinking some beer, and I heard my name called out. I'm like, what's going on here? What's really going on? Family here, we all doing our thing. What's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
So these guys are protecting the country, and I'll just tell you that they're protecting the country and everything. That's all I can say.
Okay, well that's good. Well, why are you stopping your fun time to come on here with me and run my mouth?
Because when I hear you, it's like this voice in my head, and I hear my name, and I just have to pull up.
So, what do you think about Cardi filing this writ of execution? Have you heard from Miss Cardi B?
Well, I just know that she's going all the way. I can't really say, but specifically what she's doing. But you see, based on the filing, there's a writ of execution. And she's going full steam ahead. The newest development is that there's been change of attorneys. This attorney that she has now is expertise in recovering assets.
Wait. So Cardi B has a new attorney?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She has a new attorney. This attorney is
can we deep dive into why she would have a new attorney when her attorneys won this monumental judgment? They did a great job.
Well, the reason being is because this attorney is expertise in recovering assets. They're the best in the business, and they have some of the best people working in their team to recover assets. I don't care where if you're hiding under a mattress, you might find someone under your bed one day. They're coming for the money.
Oh, I almost feel bad for
Yeah, I'm not. For me, I'm just in the background watching it play out. She's appealing, obviously. I believe based on the court filing, she's asked for a stay pending the outcome of her federal appeal. But usually in a case like this, because it was a willful, it was willful
malicious
act and so forth. They're probably gonna ask for a bond. And the bond basically is it will be usually a couple of million. Like with Amber Heard, she had to put a bond up for her appeal. So in this case,
how much is her bond?
I mean, Amber Heard's bond, I think wasn't it $7 million, something like that.
Oh, she really put up a $7 million bond?
She had to put a bond up because I mean, this appeal, the outcome of this bill can happen in a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months. But it's not going to go. It's not going beyond a year.
What if she moves out of the country? What will happen?
I mean, that's for the lawyers. I mean,
I was just wondering. It was rumors that she was trying to pack up and move to Africa. She didn't move to Florida.
I heard Dog the Bounty Hunter. He travels out of the country now.
But you know what else I found odd? That she has like 1 million subscribers on YouTube or whatever. She is now directing all of her YouTube traffic off of YouTube, and she doesn't want anybody to she's not posting her content on YouTube. She's doing all her live streams away from YouTube.
Is she actually telling people to go to her app?
Yeah.
Well, you really can't do that, I don't think, because that's like video spamming.
Oh.
I think
is that in violation of YouTube's terms and conditions?
Absolutely. They give you an opportunity to be on their platform. You can't direct people to an app. That's a clear violation of the YouTube policy.
But we can direct them to Patreon and stuff like that because we still on YouTube when we direct them to Patreon.
Absolutely.
Just a little tip. I'm just letting you know.
Absolutely.
But you can't direct them to another YouTube, another video service.
Well, the thing is, you create a partnership. You're a YouTube partner with, you're a partner with YouTube. So why would you then redirect your audience to another platform? But you're using their platform to do it. You're creating competition for the platform.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know she was doing that. I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah, she's doing videos somewhere else and telling people to pay for it somewhere else.
That means they have to give their credit card information?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that. Well, anyway,
that's part of the.
I don't know. But how's shout outs to your subscribers over there. I love what you're doing over there.
Thank you.
I think we got a live recently, and they start making videos. And I just was saying nice pleasantries, about you. And I don't know. They made videos after that. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay.
You be bringing that smoke, girl.
Alaka said they could direct them anywhere, but listen, I want to show you. I don't want to pull it up. I don't want to pull up the YouTube terms and conditions because I've read them from top to bottom, and I have been, targeted by some people before who, I said something that was a misstep, and they was like, "Oh, she's doing this," and they tried to take my channel down. So I ain't gonna give y'all the keys to the kingdom, but yeah.
Let me say one last thing. This is very important. Important. Everyone that's listening to me right now, make sure you follow me, subscribe to my channel at Mr. Dennis Bryan, Hip Hop Inquirer, and check out my court coverage with the Tyrese Gibson and Savannah Lee Gibson trial. If you see it anywhere on the websites, please send me a note. Let me know because they may owe me a check. That's all I got.
Ooh. Not they may owe you a check.
They might owe me a check.
We can clear up one room where one person that we was making fun of actually paid you. So shout out to the colorist for paying you.
See, I can't talk about terms of contracts and agreements. I don't know who you're talking about. They'll try to put me in that.
Alaka, I just found it. Content that promises viewers they'll watch something, but instead directs them off site to view. Did she do that?
I don't know. I have to. That's if you're saying she did that and that's go against the YouTube terms and conditions, that might be a problem. You kind of you're kind of creating a competition for the YouTube. You're a partner, then that's like you and I are partners, and we get a 50-50 split on a situation, and then I have opened a business.
You put something on what about you put something on your YouTube and say, I interviewed this person, yada, 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 but you can't watch it here. You got to watch it.
No, you can't do that because now you're redirecting people from the platform that they give you, that they provided to you to go to your platform. So at some point you're going to be their threat. And this might be the time. I don't know. I don't know if that's smart to do. I don't, hey. I've seen shady things happen, and this sounds kind of shady. But hey, so anyway, I got my family here.
He can plug his channel. I appreciate Dennis plugging his channel because I be using his stuff. Don't come for me, Dennis.
All right, no, listen. Let me tell people right now. I've known Michelle before this whole YouTube space. She's one of the top bloggers in Atlanta. And we have history, we get money, together. So it's all love, So let's I know you guys don't know, but we know each other in real life. It's not like some of the people that think they know me, she knows me in real life. Michelle. Facts, Michelle?
Facts.
Yeah, so we can talk things out, we work it out, but if you ain't supporting that platform or support my platform, Black Media Matters, and that's the hashtag Black Media Matters. Make sure you support Black Media, bringing facts. If I'm covering a trial and then you're still in the content afterwards, that means you don't want to do the work, and that means you don't think Black Media matters. But Black Media matters.
It does. Well, I appreciate you for stepping into ATLien live tonight, Dennis Byron. Go ahead and eat your barbecue.
No, we ain't doing. We playing pool, girl. We out here playing some pool over here.
Oh, okay. Y'all ain't got no food?
We got food upstairs. I got. Come on, girl.
Alcohol?
Do we have alcohol? Cause we got.
You don't know?
Well, listen. Michelle. Michelle. Straight from there. What's your YouTube channel, Michelle? I know this. We've been drinking.
Michelle ATLien Brown. Just type in ATLien. I'll pop up.
ATL what? Michelle ATLien.
Outcast. ATLien.
Okay. Yeah.
He must not be from here.
Nah, he's from the Big Apple. So I've been drinking, so I might not be responsible for what I say at this point. So I'm gonna not say nothing.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for
Appreciate
joining
you.
me.
Appreciate absolutely. All right.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Bye.
Y'all gonna sit here and argue back and forth about what people can do on YouTube and what they can't. I'm just saying YouTube is YouTube's platform, and at their discretion, they can remove people for certain things. If you read the terms and conditions, it's very vague on some things. And some things, if they want to remove you, they can say, well, we removed you for this. Okay. And it might not even be, what you think of as something that, you could be removed for. Look, why y'all looking at me? Hang up the phone.
Why you bring us back on?
Because I saw y'all looking at me. I was feeling a little self-conscious. Bye, Dennis.
See you later. Get me out of here. Get me out.
And they was in the back of the studio staring at me like, I'm like, no. Thank you for my new subscribers. I see y'all. Okay, listen, if y'all want to chime in, if y'all don't agree with what I had said, whatever, if you want to correct me on some things, feel free to click that link. Okay, I invite you to click the link. If you don't agree with me, if you want to talk about it, please stay on topic. We talked about T.I. responding to his son's arrest. We talked about Aries, Spears, and Tiffany Haddish and their situation. We talked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 reunion trailer. And we talked about, the Cardi B, Tasha K situation. Okay. All I'm saying is people are not immune to being booted from this platform. Okay. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Jessica. How you doing?
Child, the other night while I was waiting for you to go live on Pantheon, I fell asleep.
What had happened?
I fell asleep.
Oh, I had fell asleep too. Because, they had been in my house working and stuff. And I was telling, who was I telling? I think Alaka had DM'd me or something. And I told her, I had sent her this little meme. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Where the man was walking and he tripped up and ended up in bed. He was walking to his laptop.
Oh, yeah.
And that was me. And I was like, damn, let me go change clothes or whatever. Because I was downstairs in my office hold up while the people was painting the house or whatever. Then they left. I went upstairs and I tripped and fell in the bed. Child. I was so tired because I had been up. You know what I'm saying? My schedule was already off. I get up early when the painters come. I can't take no nap. So that's why I came on early today. I'm like, let me get early and get it over with so I can take a nap. Then I come on later tonight on the Pantheon. Okay. Play games and stuff. So I will be live tonight. It'll be like midnight, but I will be live. Okay.
This Tiffany Haddish and what's his name? Spears.
Aries Spears.
This isn't a shakedown. From what I have read and the comments that I've read of the people who said they seen the video, it's not a shakedown. It's very real, and they need to be prosecuted. Now, originally, until I read in depth like you did about the mom, I was saying, yeah, the mama need to be in trouble too, because I'm tired of these parents offering their kids up. But in this case, it seems like she had a relationship built with Tiffany to where her kids was calling her Auntie Tiffany. And
exactly. And that was the point I was making. Like they had, formed a bond during their divorce. They both was, single. they probably, you know, she probably used to ask her to keep the kids all the time while she worked or whatever. And
That's a little different than, oh, I just met this superstar and they say they're gonna make my kids a star, so I'm just gonna let my kids go off with them. That wasn't what that was. That was, I think we friends. I can trust you with my kids, and you go off and you do some mess like this.
you're right. I keep trying to turn down the sound while Biggie barking at the men.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible. And then, you know, just the fact of, you know, it was out there, period. It was on YouTube. You know how strict YouTube is, but
Yeah.
and I was just like, dang, it was on YouTube for that long. And it was on here, and it was on there.
Yep.
And Funny or Die, even didn't they say it was up for like a year or two before they took it down?
Yeah, because they said that it was brought to their attention, because I guess they didn't even know it was on there.
Yeah.
And then
And it wasn't in their forum or something.
Yep. And a user,
Okay.
it was posted in their user where users can upload stuff. It was in the user forum. And so they said
Right.
they
The
saw
mom
it.
wanted
It
to
was
see the video, and
disgusting.
they kept giving her the runaround. They were saying it
Yeah.
wasn't usable. Yeah.
Right. So I don't blame the mom in this situation, but and I thought it was kind of eerie that at the end of the video, they said that a message came up and said, "Watch who you leave your kids around." Girl.
I didn't, child. It was too much. It was like they were giving you the messages about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh my gosh.
That
Y'all
was
is
a
y'all are
message to the
sick.
mother that she probably never saw because she never thought she couldn't get a copy of the video.
Exactly. Just sick. Cardi B, listen. Tasha, she gonna be like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? We gonna be trying to find her. You remember how Chief? They gonna have to get Chief. Cardi gonna have to get Chiefy on the line, honey, to find that sister. Cause I
She
feel
gone,
like,
child.
yeah, Tasha, she trying to play these games, and she has to understand that she's not that smart. She's not that bright, because if she was, she wouldn't even be in this situation. So
Right.
she needs to go on and figure out how she gonna pay this girl this money. Can she set up a payment plan and just make
I
her
think
use?
her pride is too big for that.
And see, that's craziness to me. That's craziness to me,
It's
because
definitely crazy.
you done got your whole family in debt behind this mess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she gonna mess around and get somebody's YouTube shut down or they checks garnished, because I think what she's trying to do is go through other people's YouTubes, like we discussed the other day, and they gonna mess around and they gonna, because I know they gonna follow the money. You see what I'm saying? Them people getting the money to her somehow, probably via Cash App. And I keep telling you, she better watch what the game did, because that lady got the game Cash App money seized. She got all his money seized. So she ain't gonna be able to have no Cash App or nothing. She better put it in them kids' name.
And she probably do all of that. Her kids, her sister, her mama.
It better be somebody you can trust.
Right. Hi, Haki. Hey.
Hey, long time no see.
Hey, welcome back.
Now you know
Hey,
I got a lot to say. I'm gonna start from the beginning of the show and try and make it quick.
I know Jessica can talk all night. Jessica, you done?
Yeah, I was letting them go.
Okay.
So I want to start with the T.I. situation. I feel that a lot of times I don't agree with T.I. at all. But when I watched the video, because it was my first time watching the video with you tonight, and I was like, T.I., you actually talking like you got some sense. This is the T.I. I knew when we was growing up, talking about the king of the South, you know, the one who actually had sense.
Well, I
So
don't know
you
if he ever
can't
had
really
sense,
blame
but,
them for their children being spoiled, because if you think about it, almost every celebrity kid you know has some type of either criminal background, OnlyFans, something.
Right.
Because they're spoiled, so they don't know how to interact in a regular world where, you know, they're not the
And think about
spotlight or
kids was
doing
on
something.
TV. They was on TV on Family Hustle, all
It's
that. You know, in high school they was the shit.
Yeah,
You
so
know what I'm
they've
saying?
been
So
famous their whole life.
now it's because they allow them kids to raise themselves. Tiny and Ti was off doing threesomes allegedly and getting high allegedly. Tiny was down to the jailhouse trying to jack
Well,
Ti off allegedly in that prison when she should have
allegedly,
been
allegedly,
home. When she should have
allegedly.
been home, but they left them kids allegedly
definitely.
with her
It definitely
old
should have been at home.
single mama. And they know they shouldn't have done that. Had Miss Diane over there raising all them chaps. Even Deja had said that a lot of times she spent time, not with her dad and stuff because,
Mhm.
when she go over there for visits, she left with whoever.
Yeah.
That comes from not parenting your kids. You can have as much money, you can
Yeah.
give your kids stuff and they can still be balanced. This coming from a parent,
Yeah.
but if you don't instill no morals, no boundaries, and no values into your children, they're gonna act just
Yeah.
like that fool out there acting.
But that's
Yeah,
the
it was
thing.
T.I.'s sister. They correcting you in the chat. It was T.I.'s sister
Yeah.
that had the
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, but
Not
Miss
no.
Diane had those kids sometimes too.
Yeah,
Cause
but
right now,
Precious was the one who had them most of the time, from what I
yeah,
saw on
yeah,
the
she
show.
did. She did on the show. On the show. on, on
But I do want to
the show.
piggyback off of something you just said. You made the statement that if they raise them right, but sometimes you can raise your child up to do something and try and teach them, even though we know T.I. been in and out of jail his whole life. You know, so that was something they saw growing up. But at the same time, we can teach our kids not to go out there and steal. You know, Nene said this on one of the reunions. We can teach our kids not to go out there and do crazy things, but is it's up to them at the end of the day once they hit a certain age. And he's 18, 19, somewhere around there. So he's technically able to kind of make his own decisions because, like you said, he has his own house, he has his own spot. It ain't from his money, it's from his parents' money. But nonetheless, he's technically not in their house no more. So you can't really tell him what to do.
And that's true.
Mhm.
And that's true. And but you know what? You can tell by Ti's parenting when that Waffle House incident happened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He didn't condemn his son's action. Well,
Mm-mm.
I just want to know why he arguing with somebody broke. That's what he said in so
Yeah.
many words.
I remember that.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
what
you're
he
right.
said in
definitely.
so many words. Then he go talking about now I'ma just leave it in God's hand. That's lazy parenting.
You're right.
That's
As he
lazy
leaving to
parenting.
go out of state to do a comedy show.
Yeah.
And I really think that men get a pass with saying mess like that too. Because the
Yeah,
first thing
definitely.
people say is, well, at least he was around, at least he was there. But you're gonna leave it in God's hands if it was a woman and her child was out here running
Tiny
wild.
can't say the same.
And the woman said, oh, I'm just gonna leave it in God's hand. They be calling her all kind of bad parenting.
Yeah.
Somebody need to
Now
come
that
to
is
the
very
police.
true. It's a lot of double standards when it comes down to not even just parenting things with men and women. It's a lot of double standards. Like you
Right.
can go up there and say you the queen of something, and they'll get on you. But see, I've been saying he's the king for years, and nobody told him nothing. So it's a lot of double standards in the world. So I definitely get that aspect too.
Okay.
Um,
Hold on. We gotta let Mickey chime in on something. Mickey down there being
Hey,
so patient. Hey
hey
Mickey.
guys.
How you
hi.
doing?
I'm good. I'm good. The whole King situation. I just feel like he really not about that life. I just think that it's
Well, we know that.
glamorized. It's so
Mhm.
glamorized,
Yeah.
like on social media and all. Like a lot of um privileged kids, for some reason, they have this infatuation with growing up a certain way, like the hood
Uh-huh.
and all of that. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
you're really not about that life, King. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
look, one of my nephews is like that too. You grew up with dang near a silver spoon in your mouth, and you want to sit over there and be like claiming Adamsville and all. You know what I'm saying? Get your tattoos and I get it. This Atlanta,
Yeah.
and you hook up with your friends, and your friends live over here, and you want to be a part of this. But at the end of the day, a lot of these kids they ain't even about that life.
A
They
They're
just
really
lot.
here.
not.
Yeah,
And plus,
yeah.
for him, it's like, okay, if something happens to me, I got two parents that have money, they have fame, they have influence. Like, I'm gonna be good regardless.
But if
So
he
I'm
gets
gonna run
shot,
around.
they can't save him from bullet.
Yeah, that's
Oh, they
true.
look now. See, Michelle, you said they was cute or something like that earlier when you put that picture up. They look a fool.
Why they
And
got
what
to
happened to T.I.? T.I. used to be so cute.
Yeah, he used to be really fine
the
back in the day.
pandemic? He grew his hair out.
Well, he need to cut it off.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Jay-Z,
Oh,
Nas,
God.
T.I. were all clean cut throughout their younger
Oh, and
years.
Jay-Z, Lord, Jay-Z want to be what's his name so bad?
Basquiat.
Basquiat.
Basquiat,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
They didn't sit up here and waited until they got in their 50s to want to grow out hair and wear beards that don't connect.
Okay.
I'm tired
What
of
y'all
that.
thought? Okay, let's move off of
Yeah.
T.I. Okay. What y'all thought about the reunion?
Oh, girl. Oh, can I go first on that one, please?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Okay. Now, I can tell this reunion is going to be so boring. Normally, the trailer is so lit. The only thing that I'm looking forward to see is the hair flick, because it gives me all right. You know,
When
I ain't got the
Kenya
hair
did
right
it,
now. You know,
yeah.
I normally have my hair on. So I'm looking forward to the Sanya and Drew hair flick situation, because it's giving Kenya and Porsha when Porsha drug Kenya off that
Right,
couch.
right, right.
Now, Andy and them were really messy with this season.
Uh-huh.
I do believe Marlo technically earned her spot because she carried the season. Come on now.
She
The
did. I
like
can
her,
agree with
love
that.
her, hate her, we have to admit she made everybody work for their check,
But why
especially Miss
Sheree was
Kenya.
sitting there? Because she the OG?
I do believe that's what it was with her, because out of all the girls, she technically is the was season one vet, even though she gets fired every other year now. So
That's
I
true.
wonder if she's gonna get fired this season since she got Martell.
I mean,
Well,
Mm.
you know they want her to come on
if
over there
she
to
rounded out
hold.
the show, and her shows so far have been the top rated, this season, I can
Really?
only assume that she's coming back.
Oh, I don't know this. Okay.
The one Sheree was in was top rated.
Yeah, yeah. The one when she got stood up, that was
Now,
when they first
definitely,
hit them.
that definitely, we was looking forward to that. We were like, okay, we want to.
That was
I
when
hate to
they
say it
first
like
hit
that.
a
We would
million
look. We
this
wanted to know
season.
because the
Was
pictures
that
was
one?
out before the season aired.
And
So I'm
then
like, well,
she
Sheree, what
rounding
you
up
sitting there
the
looking crazy
season
for?
finale is the She by Sheree thing. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't see
So
her.
this the most catered season to Sheree ever.
Hmm.
This the
Cause they
most
ain't
like.
got nothing.
What you think, Mickey?
I think the trailer mirrored the season. It was really dry. I
What about this fake name Kenya then went on Lipstick Alley and found
yeah,
out?
you know what it is? I feel like this is how I think how I perceive Kenya. Kenya without Portia is not really. It's kind of like Sheree without Nene. It just
There
doesn't
you
work.
go.
It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
work. I'm sorry. It doesn't. They once upon a time they made epic television, but now it's
Yeah.
kind of like what's really going on? You're talking about what's her name? She called her Latoya, Latasha.
Yeah.
Uh, what was the name?
Latoya Hutchison.
Latoya Hutchison. That's right.
It's just like really there wasn't really any good moments. The seating was really off. Candy, this is your second year in a row, you're sitting at the end of the couch.
I'm
I don't
hoping it's
think
her
that was a
last shit.
good sign. Why are they giving Martell any press? It's not like he's gonna get
At
on the
all. Like
show.
why?
He's on a
Leave
whole
on over
different
there
network.
alone.
He's on a whole different network. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna come on the show and make an appearance or whatever. It just is a one big flop. Like they are in their flop era, and I think that's why
They need to
Portia
bring back. Nene,
is
the
gonna
whole
come back.
situation with Nene is now handled. Suck it up
They
and
handle yet
save your
now.
show.
Not handle yet. They still got to
Uh,
go through arbitration.
what?
I don't know what blogs you listening to, but it's not
Okay,
handled yet.
well, I didn't hear from you, so and I
Okay,
know
that's
you know
fine.
most of
But,
the, you the one who be
if you
knowing
want to believe
everything.
the good news, believe the good news. Maybe you can manifest
Yeah,
it for us.
I be wanting to believe the good stuff for my
I
girl,
do
but
too. I want to believe the good
they
news
said she
too,
got
but
a little
I got
change.
to
She
tell
ain't
y'all the truth.
blacklisted
I
no more.
could have came on here and said Nene got $50 million, but she didn't. Not yet. So
Well,
And then
I really believe it when you come over here and give us the last details. Because when they said it was dismissed, I was like, no, Michelle ain't told me that. Michelle ain't told me that one.
I did a whole video.
No, before you actually reported on it, they were speaking on it on Twitter, saying that it was dismissed.
Yeah, they had to go to arbitration. That was the video where they decided what they were going to do about it. And so, yeah, they dismissed it, and now they got to go to arbitration.
And I was so hurt. I'm like, okay, let's get it over with, I guess.
Hey, Carmen, you down there quiet? How you doing, Carmen? Carmen, give you 5 seconds.
Hi, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I can. How you doing?
I'm good, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. What would you like to talk about today?
Okay. I wanted to bring up the Tiffany Haddish topic.
Okay.
Do you all remember when Tiffany Haddish started that rumor about Sinead Latham allegedly biting Beyonce?
I do. I remember that.
Okay, so excuse me. She never denied or confirmed if it was Sinead Latham, but she allowed, whenever she was asked about it and someone brought up Sinead's name, she allowed them to create this narrative that it was her.
Ooh.
Sinead Latham image took a hit because of that, because you know the way Tiffany told the story was as if Sinead had attacked Beyonce and bit her, when if that situation was actually true, I'm not saying it is, it probably was done in a playful type of way. But the way Tiffany told the story, she said it in a negative way.
Okay.
So because of that, Sinead Latham reputation or image took a nosedive, and so did her career. Her career kind of stalled because everybody was speculating that it was Sinead Latham. And even when they directly asked, whenever Tiffany was on an interview, they would say, was it Sinead? She would not deny it and say, no, it was not Sinead. Y'all keep saying it was her. Stop making up that rumor. She would never deny it. And I thought that was awfully, tacky and suspicious of Tiffany to put a rumor out there like that, because that rumor started taking on a life of itself, because everybody know how a lot of people feel about Beyonce. I'm not a Beyonce fan. It's just that I'm not in her age group. I'm 54, so she's not my age group. But that rumor took on a life of itself, and Sinead Latham got the short end of the stick. And shortly after that, this is when Tiffany was just coming up, when she was starting to get really popular. Next thing you know, Tiffany blew up, and Sinead Latham is nowhere to be seen in the movie industry.
To the people, I mean, to the
I'm sorry.
Children. How is that connected to the little children?
How it's connected to the little children is my point to bringing that up is, it seems like Tiffany is the type that will do anything for a come up. She just gives me that type of energy, that she will say and do anything for a come up, even if it's something as inappropriate and as disgusting as that skit was with her and Aries Spears. Anybody, whether you're a producer, a writer, cameraman, anybody that was on set and saw that this was what the skit was going to be about, that should have been halted before it even got started.
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
It should have been harder before it even got started. Production, whoever.
So
So
what do you think that?
everybody
What
is
do you think that
accountable
will be
uh,
for
for
this?
those kids being put in that pedophilia type situation where Aries and Tiffany is acting out how kids are around pedophiles or how
Yeah.
you know everybody is responsible for that, even the mother, even though the mother was allegedly a friend of Tiffany, but still, once you got wind of, and then I guess I can't even speak because I can't say when the mother got wind of this, how I
The
don't know.
mother
So I'm not even
sued.
going to
The
speak
mother
on the
sued.
mother.
They wouldn't show the mother the footage. They told the mother they was
Yeah.
lying to the mother, saying they was doing commercials and all kind of other stuff. The mother didn't
That
know
was
what
no
happened.
good commercial.
Figured out the boy was traumatized for some reason, and then she asked about it, and they took her all around the world and told her that the footage wasn't useful and they wouldn't show it to her. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
I'm not
And
going to
she
judge
filed
the
a police report.
mother.
right. She did file a police report. But anywho,
Okay, right. So I'm not going to judge the mother, but everybody that was on that set, the writers, production, camera people,
Yeah.
that was all of them are responsible. And as far as Funny or Die saying they didn't know that was still on YouTube, I don't believe that one bit. I think they're just trying to protect themselves from a lawsuit.
oh well.
Another one,
Well, the
maybe,
lawsuit is filed
possibly.
now, so it's kind of hard to protect themselves.
Well, I appreciate you, Carmen.
Okay, well, thank you. And great job you're doing, Michelle. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
Can I make a
welcome.
quick
Bye bye.
comment on that right quick?
it. Okay, go ahead.
As someone who was around that age and actually had a similar situation happen to me personally, like it wasn't on camera or nothing like that, but it was my everyday situation. I don't think they should have used those kids for that. You can
Of
make
course
a
they should have.
hmm?
I said, of course they should not have. That's like,
Like it's like those kids are never going to be right behind that. Like I know still to this day I have trust issues and I put walls up. So like when
mhm,
you were saying when you was reading the whole thing of how the little boy tapes up his camera and all that, if he wanted to be in entertainment field, he's not going to want to do it now
mhm.
because he's going to
He was
remember
7
his
years
first.
old. He didn't have a choice. I mean,
Yeah, like he's going to remember his first time being on any type of camera. He was violated.
mhm.
But
You're right.
I heard somebody say this is the curse of Lizzo
Lizzo.
coming back
Yeah, I
to
read that
bite
too.
Aries
Yeah.
in
That's
the
what they
behind, and
said. They
Tiffany
said that.
just so happened to
And
be
you look,
just collateral damage.
Tiffany Haddish getting the buckshots, because she just happened to be there too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But you know what? I thought this was a strategic thing.
What do you
The way
mean?
I looked at it is I felt like he did that interview and he was trying to have the interview drop around the time the allegations came out to overshadow those allegations. But what
Okay.
happened was the interview dropped just a day too soon before
Uh-huh.
the blogs got a hold of that lawsuit. See?
Uh-huh. And you see
Because
all the stuff that he's been doing on his channel. He's been acting
Yeah.
like this is bringing more
He's
traffic.
unbothered.
So let me
because it
promote my
Yeah, he's
podcast.
cloud
because it
chasing.
was so weird as to why he would even the man asked him about
That was
Lizzo
just nice.
music. So for him to make a comment about her weight and stuff and it had nothing to do with her music, he asked her specifically
So
about the
he was
music.
deflecting. Y'all saying he was
Yep,
deflecting.
Who's
I think he
dyslexic?
did. Yep, I think he was deflecting to try and go viral so that interview would
Dyslexic.
overshadow the news of them being sued.
I don't think he's dyslexic.
He didn't say
She said
he said
deflecting.
deflecting.
Oh no, I
Deflecting.
said he was deflecting.
Oh, girl, I'm sorry. My volume ain't that good over here, and I heard dyslexic. I was gonna say, now we're not gonna give him no scapegoat for this.
Ooh, now, last but not least, do y'all have nobody else called in? This the last. Do y'all have anything to say about the Cardi B and Tasha K situation? Did we talk about that?
Tasha K, God,
Child.
she is just like her ego is I can't even. It's too. It's way too big, girl.
That's
Like,
how narcissists are, I guess. She feel like she's untouchable. She's never going to pay it. She doesn't have it.
She gonna either
You
pay
know.
or go to jail this time. Clink clink. Don't drop the soap.
But I don't even know if she gonna go. I don't know what's gonna happen if they can lock you up over a civil judgment like that, or if Cardi B will just
No.
be chasing her
You
for the
know
rest
how to
of her
lock her.
life. Like she ain't gonna be able to do nothing. It's not gonna be
Her
easy for her
credibility is already
to do
ruined.
anything. As far as she can't buy nothing in her name.
Yeah.
She can't own nothing. She can't. Her husband can't really own nothing. They can't do nothing
Nothing.
in the TV studio. Like I don't know what's gonna
like
happen.
I feel like she's so selfish. Like even for her kids, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's one thing. It's like she thinks she like runs YouTube and she's the queen and all of that and yada yada yada. But
Well, she
like,
can't run YouTube now. She don't be on it. She don't care about it.
Mm-hmm.
She trying to send everybody else off of YouTube. She trying to make it seem like YouTube ain't paying no more. So she gotta
No,
go.
they try. They,
YouTube
you
about
just
to
don't
cut
want them to
back.
pay you
So
on
she
this
gotta
site.
go.
So
Then that's not if that could be further from the truth, child. You know how big YouTube is, and YouTube can't
right,
survive without creators.
right. That's how they
yeah.
make their living is by the creators.
Mhm.
So you just don't want to pay your bill. Basically, you done skipped out on that tab that you done started all this mess with.
What you
Everybody's not
think,
a credible blogger.
Jessica? What you
Huh?
think about Cardi filing that writ of execution?
Whew.
She gonna get her money, and she done hired them people that specialize in that, cause
Uh-huh.
they gonna get the penny that she find in the public's parking lot. When
Oh,
she picked that up and put that in her car, they gonna say, "Oh, she got a penny in her car. We seen it. Turn it over."
turn it over. Now I'm taking the last call. I'm about to go. Tattoo Ladybug, how you doing?
I'm well. How is everybody
I'm
today?
I'm
wonderful.
fabulous in
Great.
you.
I'm doing fine. Happy holidays to everybody. I
Thank
want to
you.
just really speak on the whole Tasha K thing. I would have never imagined that anyone would be so stupid. I mean, this girl has no brains whatsoever. She probably got enough intellect of somebody's baby toe,
Ooh.
because if you she had to have seen this coming down the pipe, and then you still running your mouth. Because I stayed up one night watching y'all on the late night thing when she was
Mhm,
on that show talking with that other guy.
mhm.
They were just, I mean, this was on your late night that you shared with
Yeah, the After Dark. I
yeah,
remember
the
with
after dark thing. I
on
just can't
Monroe and all that.
believe that she still runs her mouth like she does in the trouble that she's in. So, I can't. This girl just don't learn.
Mm,
She just does not learn. So I think whatever comes her way, I'm so sorry her life was going to be turned upside down by this, but she should have had listened to some elder in her life at
mm,
some point in time to
Definitely.
say it's you need to do this or not do this or something. I don't know who she's listening to and why she feels as though that this was the road that she needed to go down. But she's going to be devastated for the rest of her life and her children.
mm. I know over a stranger.
I mean, I
You
just
owe
can't.
a stranger this many millions of dollars. Like I
Yeah.
She
just
needs a publicist.
a publicist ain't gonna help, child.
Mm-mm.
If she'd have had a publicist in the first place, she wouldn't have been on the rampage that she was on.
She just know
She
you got
seems
some folks
stubborn
out here
though.
that's
She
just cuckoo for
real
cocoa
stubborn.
puffs. She just cray cray. That's her problem. She cray cray. Okay.
That's
Maybe
what
she
it
drinking
is.
too much wine. I don't know what her issues are, but she's definitely she gonna need some therapy behind this, because she don't even understand how this is gonna affect her. She will
Mm,
never ever have anything else. I mean,
mm.
shoot, I don't, that and those kids. That's what I really am concerned about. What's gonna happen to her children?
They gonna have good credit because she gonna put everything in their name.
Now that's
That's
a
her.
hood
That's her
move.
best option at this
They gonna
point.
own everything. The children gonna own everything, honey. So the children probably be all right. Gonna put
Well, that's
all the
if she
money
can
in their
afford to pay
name,
the
all
the,
the
the, the,
YouTube
the
checks
stuff
in
that she put in the
their name.
kids' name.
Yeah. That's what Junkie Dineva did when he owed me. He had put it in his friend's name until the friend realized they had to pay taxes on it. And then they got mad and fell out. And then it was back in his name. And then I found out. And then I got my writ and my judgment, and I garnished this YouTube check. Child, that's a long story. We already told it. But yeah,
I don't know.
Cardi B coming. That's
And
it.
I'm in just awe with this whole situation with Tiffany Haddish and this other young man. I'm just like, wow, stuff come out the woodworks, boy, right at the wrong time or the right time. I don't know what to say, but that's pretty bad.
Yeah, you can't run for the truth though. I mean, I
No.
think if they knew they did this crazy shit,
Yeah.
how could they? I mean, was she just sitting on this wait? Like, does she have an explanation in the works? Like, she
She
knew
gonna
she did
need
it,
one.
and she knew this was out there, and she knew like I don't understand.
You think she forgot about it?
I don't think nobody forget about this crap. No,
Ain't no
she
she
already
she
they
don't
had
got
already got
Alzheimer's.
one time, but now they lawyers saying it's a money grab. I don't think they
No,
forget.
I
I don't.
think that the most unfortunate part is that I think that the machine, whatever machine she got behind her, will get her out of this. Because it's Hollywood, and Hollywood is a very disgusting, dark, evil place.
Definitely.
And they probably support, things like this.
I
You
would hate
know,
to think so, but I mean,
That's
reality is
that's my
what it
point.
But
You
it's
know,
is.
kids. It's gonna be a
I
little
had been
harder.
involved in a lawsuit with Chris Stokes, and he was telling people he had wanted to file judgment for $3 million or something like that against me in California. You can go watch the video on it. I spoke about it a long time ago. And then my lawyer had to hire another lawyer in California, had it overturned because I don't have California didn't have jurisdiction over me. And he tried to sue me in Atlanta for the exact same thing. And yeah, he lost. But he didn't sue Raz B. That was the point. I was posting Raz B videos where Raz B was recording the conversations and all that. I was posting all that on my website and writing about it back in the day. And of course, I'm writing my opinion. He's Chris Chris Pokes the molester. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He tried to sue me, but everybody was saying TMZ was saying it. Everybody was talking about Raz B. It was on World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I
I
was a
remember
smaller
that time.
blog. Yeah, I was a smaller blog. I'm a woman. Clearly he don't like women. There's that. And he went after me like for years. Him and Marcus Houston and everything. And so, I always tell that story. Like Chris Stokes is a predator.
Yeah.
I feel in my heart, and it ain't
A
no
lot of
alleged.
these men are. All of
That
these
goes
Yeah,
into that double standard thing I was
directors,
speaking on.
producers, they're all nasty people.
and Raz B ain't never changed his story. So a lot of that,
It's been the same.
stuff that goes on in Hollywood, and these young kids and these young
Yeah.
actors and these young singers, it's like they all get
Mm-hmm.
caught up in that, and they all have the same experiences. It's so
Definitely.
sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, I hope they get justice however they see fit, whether it's through
Yeah.
this lawsuit or through, publicizing, the
Yeah.
predators that, affected their lives, because I'm sure,
Definitely.
they make it seem like, oh, it was just a joke. They should just be laughing it off and moving on. But,
Mm-mm.
these are kids. They didn't have no say so on whether they could, be in this show or not. The boy's 7 years old. If your mama leave you with her best friend and say, do what Auntie Tiffany tell you to do. And then he
Mm-hmm.
rolling around his drawers with his legs up, like, come
Right.
on.
You know what?
you
Can you
know?
imagine what that mother must feel like?
Yeah.
For her to find this out that was happening for somebody that she trusted, she will forever feel guilty over that, not knowing that this is what was going down. Allegedly, if this stuff was what it is and all of that. But I mean, just imagine what this mother could feel like. I'm a mom.
Right.
Something like that came to me later, and my children started expressing what was going on. You would just always have that guilt as a parent. Like
Mm-hmm.
you just didn't do your children fair, but you had no idea. You trusted somebody.
Yeah.
That's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard pill to for a parent to have to, that weight on her back is gonna be there for life.
Right.
But do y'all think Tiffany's gonna get canceled over this? Because nobody really
Cancel
cares
culture is
about
real.
Aries.
I think they both are going to be held accountable some kind of
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And I'm
Because
sure
like
it's
you
going to
said
affect
earlier.
her job and the way she moves forward. I mean, who
Yeah.
knows? Unless, she got that shield of protection by the elite. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see like how they gonna make this go away. What they gonna say
Right.
it's a lie and we saw it.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can't delete it now. But if you delete
Yeah,
it, people say
we've
have a
seen it.
screenshot, screen recorded. It's
We've
all
seen
over
it.
the
Yeah,
place
it's
now. It's
all over
no
the
getting out
place.
of it.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that little boy face in all of it. A lot of people ain't even blurring out his face. So
And you know the
anyway, I
bullying that
appreciate
goes.
all three of y'all for joining me and Jessica who fell off. I appreciate everybody for joining me tonight.
Thank you,
Thank you for letting
Michelle.
me
Have a
do
good
it.
Guys, take
night.
care. Good
Thank
night.
You have a great
you.
night.
Thank y'all. Look at the time. Okay. Look at the time. I appreciate all of y'all for contributing y'all little thoughts. The chat is off the chain. The topics were off the chain. If you just getting here, rewind. Look, the video is on my Discord, but you got to be a Patreon member to see it in the $5 and up tier. But I'm gonna delete it soon. I'm not gonna leave it up for too long. But it's actually, it's still available online. Like you can go to Twitter and type it in. You'll probably see some clips of it or whatever. It's all over the place, child. I'm not trying to promote that video. Um, but if you're just getting here, rewind. We talked about several things today. We talked about T.I. and his response to his son, King, being arrested. T.I. said he got to live his life, child, and he got to learn the hard way. He gonna end up in prison. That's what T.I. said. We talked about, of course, Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish, and will they be canceled? I don't know. They deserve to be canceled, but will they be? Who knows? We also talked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 teaser, which was released, and the tea that was spilled or lack thereof. And rated it. It was pretty, lackluster. And of course, we talked about Cardi B seeking to uh execute her writ, honey. She's filed to actually come in for her millions of dollars for Tasha K. And Tasha K is hoping that a judge denies it, and the judge has not made a decision as of yet. Tasha K has also responded to the writ of execution, and she's also filed a motion for a stay, pleading with the judge to stay the any type of recovery efforts until after her appeal goes through. Meanwhile, she may have to pay a bond. We talked about that. A bond. Okay, I got a little southern twang. I say bond instead of bond. And so, she may have to come out, the pocket some kind of way. But I digress. Go ahead and like this video before you leave, please. And if you are not subscribed, remember to subscribe and click that notification bell for the next live stream. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the stream tonight. Y'all are blessings. I appreciate you, and shout out to the people who hit me on Cash App, especially Miss Christine. Miss Christine Bynum is always a blessing. She sent me $50 whole. That's why I stay on a little late for y'all, because Miss Christine added to the pot tonight. So I appreciate you, Miss Christine, and everybody else who was on Super Chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you guys on Patreon tonight at midnight for the after show. Okay, midnight. We're gonna do a late one. I know it's a holiday and stuff. Hopefully, I will return. I owe it to y'all. I'm a chalk it up and come on at midnight. So y'all be there, patreon.com. iamATLien. The link is in the description box if you care to join. If you are already joined, I will see you soon. Okay. All right. Thank you, squad. Good night. Oh, yeah. And thank you to my mods. I see you, C. Patterson. Thank you. You're wonderful. Love ya. Good night.
Y'all know I ain't got no money. I'm not
She
rich
very
like
rich, honey.
I'm not rich
This
like
is
you.
a very rich bitch. She been in business way before I was in business. Okay.
No, we came in business around. I was 2007.
You've been in business.
That's true. I've been in business.
She's a very rich bitch.
Well, she's just a bitch.
Oh my God, I am not.
She's.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl Candy, and you watching straight from the A.com.
Hey,
Wait.
what you want to say?
Here we go.
Hey, I'm Dr. Heavenly, and this is Straight from the A.
This is Tyler Perry, and if you want the truth, a lot of blogs don't tell the truth. Straight from the A.com. That's what you check out.
And you love it.
I love y'all. Atlanta is the best place in the world. Don't ever get it twisted. I am definitely straight from the A.